indicative of the graduate's potential to acquire competence to practice at the appropriate level. Now, you have to apply knowledge of mathematics, science, computing, engineering fundamentals and engineering specialization as specified in WK1 to WK4 respectively to develop solutions to complex engineering problems. So now the most important part is the complex engineering problems. All this while they have accepted whatever we were doing for the accreditation procedure, whatever problems, the way we were posing the problems, having the examinations and all that, they were more or less accepting it because they said that people should be understanding what is the graduate attribute or the program outcome, POs, right? And according to that, we should be able to understand how to map it and all that. So now with so many years of experience, they have assumed that at least the colleges in our country, all the stakeholders, they have understood the concept of program outcome, course outcome and the mapping part also. Okay. So now they have gone little advanced. They are saying that engineering has to be taught in such a way that the engineer should be able to solve any problem that comes to him in the future. And to do that, it is essential for us to teach, rather, first of all, understand ourselves what is the complex engineering problem and then how to train the students in order to break down this complex. First of all, recognize the complex engineering problem, formulate it, then try to see what are the methodologies to solve it and how finally he or she can solve the problems, right? So, first is the graduate attributes, what we were calling the program outcome. Second part, new thing is knowledge and attitude profile. This knowledge and attitude profile is given this particular symbol WK, okay? Knowledge and attitude profile. Then 3, range of problem identification and solving. That is called, that symbol is WP. And finally, range of engineering activities, which is given by the symbol EA. So we have to understand not only the graduate attributes, which are the POs, we should understand what is WK, what is its relationship with the POs, and what is WP, what is its relationship with the POs, and what is EA, what is the relationship of EA with the POs. Is this much clear? Okay. Now, having understood this, WK1 to WK4, we will be seeing what are the WKs. So, WK1 to WK4 is to be taken with the graduate attributes. So, let us see how it is related. So, now there is another symbol here, UNSDG. SDG stands for Sustainable Development Goals. So, the world has fixed up, the UN has fixed up a certain set of goals which is called as Sustainable Development Goals. It is related to so many things. It is related to food, it is related to atmosphere, it is related to climate change, it is related to global warming, it is related to recycling of materials, it is related to carbon footprints and so many things. It is related to education for all, it is related to, reduction of poverty, there should be a poverty-less world. So all these things come in the Sustainable Development Goals. So now they are saying that the education system should be such that Sustainable Development Goals have to be incorporated in our education system. We were doing it, but we were not formally putting it down. Now, formally it has to come in the documentation. So now, these references, they are intended to provide context for the curriculum designers and for professional engineers seeking registration. Registration means recognition, okay? They represent an internationally accepted example of how sustainability issues can be concisely understood and presented, okay? Now the breadth required of an engineering education, it has widened, as I was telling, to emphasize all these things. Digital literacy, everybody should be digitally literate now, because without the
Practically this is
16 per year. 60.
per year.
Total number of courses in the curriculum. How many? 60.
60.
Okay. So out of the 60 courses, let us consider 1/4 of those courses, 15 courses, right? Now in the 15 courses, let there be practical also, let there be practical courses, let there be project course, and let there be your regular theory courses also. In that, first of all, we have to see how to include problems on sustainable development goals. Okay, that is number one. These are all the sustainable development goals. How you can relate it to your subject, you have to see. That is the first question we are going to deal with in the afternoon, right? Second question that we are going to deal with is we are going to formulate at least one complex engineering problem with the different attributes, WP1 compulsory and any one between WP2 to WP7. WP7, yeah. Okay? So that we have to do for every branch, at least one complex engineering problem we have to identify. Okay? That is going to be the activity for the afternoon. So now, are we ready to start? So this is the top. This title is self-assessment report for the new format. So what is this? What is the reason for writing the SAR? The SAR provides preparedness status at the inspection level for the NBA visit. Second, it provides the first impression about the institute or the program, right, for the evaluation team. It presents a program status to the evaluation team and addresses process and extent to which the program meets the criterion. And it provides documented evidences which evaluation team maps or matches with the visual or oral evidences during the visit. Okay, that is the reason for writing the SAR. So now institutional information is given. This is all usual, no change. List of courses, list of programs. Then about the institution, vision, mission. Now these are the weightages that are given to tier 1 and tier 2. They are the same. Okay, they are both the same. So you are coming under tier 1, autonomous, affiliated to Anna University. Now comparison of marks between tier 1 and tier 2. Initially both are 120, but for vision, mission and all that you will find that slight changes are there. For process, in tier 1 it is 10, tier 2 it is 15. Now first 1.1 is vision, mission, PEOs. 1.1.1, we have to state the vision, mission. For that it is 5 marks. PEOs of the program we have to state 5 marks. PEOs very clearly given 3 to 5. So what is vision? Futuristic statement and all that. How you must write the vision, how you must write the mission. Now see here, this vision example that is given: to emerge as one of the nation's finest institutions in the field of technical education and research through focused, effective and sustained monitoring of its programs and resources. Now here you have to use the action verb. Mission: to develop high quality professionals ingrained in ethics, wisdom and creativity for betterment of the society. Then professional activities, students participations, publication of journals. Here you have to write name of the journal, magazine or newsletter. Yeah, all details. Student publications, journal, conference, volume, number, issue, all that you have to write. Earlier we didn't have all this. Now they are giving, we have to write in more details. Then faculty, criterion 5. Faculty information. Student faculty ratio. Faculty qualification, cadre proportion, visiting adjunct, faculty retention. Criteria 6 is professional development activities by the faculty. So memberships in societies, resource person or participants in STTPs, FDPs, contribution to development of Swayam or MOOCs and other e-content, certification of faculty in MOOCs and Swayam, organized by the department, FDPs, STTPs, faculty support in student innovative projects, faculty internship training, collaboration with industry. R&D activities, wherein you have academic research, wherein PhD student details are also there. Your journal publications, development activities, sponsored research, consultancy, institute seed money or internal research grant to faculty. 7.1 adequate well-equipped laboratories. This is more or less clear. Weekly utilization status, this is new. Number of students per setup, name of the equipment, weekly utilization status, name of technical staff, qualification of technical staff. Additional facilities created. Maintenance, safety, center of excellence, project lab, research lab. Now criterion 8, actions taken, results of evaluation of CO attainment, action taken based on results of PO-PSO attainment, academic audit and action taken thereof, improvement of faculty qualification and contribution, improvement in academic performance. Then criterion 9 is first year student faculty ratio, mentoring system, feedback analysis, feedback on academic facilities. Now see here, when you are taking feedback from people, you have to again give rubrics to the people for feedback. If they have again 1, 2, 3, that's all, three columns. And different types of questions. Questions should not be only the CO statements and the PO statements, no. Questions have to be different in nature. Training and placement support, startup and entrepreneurship activities, governance and transparency. Okay. Budget allocation, program specific budget allocation and utilization, quality of learning resources, e-governance, initiatives and implementation of sustainable development goals, green energy, waste management, water preservation, net zero, quality education reach.
Myself is E. Sabita. I'm working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Business System.
I'm Chandra. I'm working as assistant professor in computer science engineering department.
I'm Anita. I'm working as assistant professor in AIS department.
Very good.
I'm Chandrakala, I'm working as assistant professor, Department of AIS.
Okay.
I'm Bharati, working as assistant professor in cybersecurity department.
Wonderful. So we have so much cybersecurity expert, we have data science expert, and then we have computer engineering expert. Okay? Right. Very good. So now tell me what is the problem you have thought about.
Now we have two big problems. So our sustainability goal is to focus on the good health and the well-being.
Wonderful.
So based on that sustainability development goal, we have chosen the project. We are planned to design a device, AI device, which helps the visually challenged persons. Visually challenged person. The tools what we have incorporated here is the ULO V tool, and then live webcam feed, and then voice feedback devices. These are the devices which is helpful for us to collect the data, and based on the data we are incorporating with the machine learning algorithm to generate a very flexible device which helps for them to be very normal, like
Finding obstacles while they are walking or somewhere else, or also
With what is that probe which is going to help
it's
them?
there,
There are the
any stone no in by specs spectacles. By using specs, their voice message will be heard by the people who are visually impaired. So they will get voice. That is some obstacles. We will feed the data from the
able to sense it now, rather than they can't able to visualize it.
No. Now they are moving somewhere. Okay. Now one chair is coming in between.
Yes.
Now, so what is that? This thing. What do you call
What
it?
is the data that
Impulse.
comes
Yeah.
from?
What is the impulse that? With what you is going to pick up that impulse?
He will say there is a chair. He will feed the data. Before that, there is a data
Structure will be
Data structure will be there. We are talking about a live problem. Right? Now the man is moving with your device, right? Whatever your device, the stick is
stick
there.
and the specs is there. From the specs.
Who will pick up the data? The spec will pick up or the stick will pick up?
Stick.
Stick. So let us go step by step.
Okay.
Hello, please listen how we break the problem step by step. So now the man is carrying that stick. In that stick there is a sensor.
Yes.
Okay.
detect the object.
Which is going to detect the object, and the data will go directly to your database, right? Where you are collecting the data. Then what you will do with that data?
The data will be trained by my algorithm. The algorithm will be perfectly trained with the algorithm what sort of object is it. It sends to by hearing it will be
Now what algorithm is that?
Classifier algorithms and some you don't know that is the AI tool which is used for this already.
Okay, fine. For recognizing this.
Yes.
Then what the algorithm will do? The algorithm will find out. Okay, now there is a chair.
classifying the images
Okay,
based.
then
Then using the speed audio from the audio also it will simplify and it will
Yes, the particular person, some obstacles over there. So you be careful and go to the somewhere.
right or left or whatever.
one step left, one step right.
Now who is going to do that work of giving that audio instruction? Your artificial intelligence tool will understand that it is a chair. Then how it will communicate to the
Using this audio, some audio is hearing by the
Sensor will be correct information. Distinct on what I'm using it.
you analyze it at your lab, whatever, then it comes back to him. So how it is coming back to him? Through what?
through the audio, some audio we are speaking.
What is that audio tool? I'm asking
No,
you.
specs, using the specs itself, we are speaking audio.
Everything is incorporated with the IoT also, ma'am. We are using IoT also.
Okay.
So this specs act as an IoT device.
Okay.
So we are having sensing. So we have a stick. In the stick we are having a sensor device.
Fine.
And this sensor device will be collecting the data,
Correct.
and it will be forwarded to an algorithm to my machine. It says that it is something charge or some hard substance over there in front of you. So it will be indicating this is information through the voice communication. It will be so I'm here to specs. So I'll be having some speaker or some devices over here. And it will be communicating to that person. So over here we are moving forward. Some obstacles are over there. So you be cautious on that. So our project will help some visually challenged persons to
type of object, this type of objective of the project, many people are working all around. Right? What is new in this? What is new? Suppose I want to now turn this same problem into a complex engineering
Now,
problem.
while they are using,
What is new in this?
now finding money also they are using the sensor. They can, while they are showing the camera sensor, it will tell that this is a tunnel.
Why are you going from money, from chair? Why are you jumping to money? Let us talk about chair only, na? Let us talk about chair only. Okay. Now he has come to know that there is something over there. He has to move left or he has to move right or whatever he has to do. Everybody is working on this problem. Your college is working, IIT will be working, some other people will be working. So what is the novelty in this?
Yeah, our novelty will be differs from the devices. What we are going to give differs now, it will make it cost effective now.
So how will you make it cost effective? What are the various alternatives that you are going to do? How will you make it cost effective? See, you have so many things. You have got one thing. You have got your sensor, you have got the stick, you have got the sensor, then you have got the retrieving system which is there in your specs, then you have got the, and all this has to be wireless, right? All this has to be wireless. So you are going to make use of your wireless technology. Okay? Then there should be some server somewhere where you are going to sit and analyze, right? Data. Now that all these things will require so many types of instruments. Now, what is the new thing that you are going to have in this? Tell me.
The novelty based you are asking. What I'm going to
Are you going to do the prediction in minimum time? If you are going to do it minimum time, how you are going to alter the algorithm, AI algorithm? Are you going to do anything like that?
Novelty should be at least in designing my device. It should be there. Devising my device in a very cost effective manner.
So where will you reduce the cost?
By purchasing the product which is very easily available, not moving on to the costly as a product, I can make it. And we have it very see nowadays we are having a material which is copy of made in the hand. So from cheap to
Professor in the Department of Biomedical.
Let us all listen. There is a lot to learn from them. Let us all listen.
This is transition from the Department of Biomedical Engineering, medical assistant.
Yeah, biomedical is very apt department to look after well-being, no, of the people. Yes. So now tell me, what you have thought of?
We have thought of poverty and well-being.
Very good.
We are going for low cost
Nobody can hear you. Hello. Please speak louder. Nobody can hear
I
you.
can't hear it. Make it louder, please.
You speak louder.
low cost blood detector, so blood diabetics detector. So now we are using a technique of non-invasive technique, because of the original technique will be an invasive technique. We pick the blood from our body and then test the blood sugar level like that. So now we are going for that low cost without checking the getting a blood from our body, and we are capturing acetone level in our body while using a sensor which is kept in our near the breath sensor, like a breath sensor. Ma'am, we accept breath sensor. Our normal range of our breath sensor is 0.3 to 0.6.
What do you mean? 0.3
So ppm, if it is greater than that, 0.6 is above, are detected as a diabetic. If it is a slightly increased, it will be a slightly diabetic patient. If it is
What is the this is acetone content? Ketose. Okay.
For the diabetic patient, it is high. So based on that, we can analyze it. So that's
So if it is designed for a low cost,
One minute. So what is the technique that you are using for this? That sensor or whatever? How does it work?
it's a breath sensor. We will place here the control. So it will absorb the breath and it converted into a signal which is should be here displayed in a command controller. And that will be shown in our, we can see in an IoT or in a AM platform.
What you can see?
Value of
Value of what?
those level.
What is that level?
0.6, 0.3.
we are always the standard value like 0.6 to 0.5. If it's low,
program is there. What is the method? Program is there. What is the algorithm? What is the method? See, some particles will be there in the breath, right? So what are you doing? Are you measuring size of the particle? Are you measuring weight of that? What are you doing? How do you identify the content? How does it recognize the carbon level? What does it? On what basis your sensor is working on certain principles? What is that principle?
The sensor is Romanian series principle. The sensor itself, it detects the Romanian breath. So that sensor is used for this project.
How does it detect the formaldehyde? There is some chemical reaction taking place, or what is happening? How does it determine the formaldehyde? Yeah. How does the sensor work? That's the question. See, you can't buy a sensor from the market and say that. Correct. The gas is in what you said, and it is getting transferred into what you made.
ppm, it's a ppm. There's no conversion of unit in that. When you're converting from ppm to blood glucose level, only there's a conversion. But in this that is a ppm.
How does it detect the ppm? That's my question.
What is the metric?
What does the sensor consist of?
Yeah, that's what the CA is asking.
You must know that, no? What is the sensor? Somebody will give you a sensor.
From Department of Biotechnology, Veltech Hightech. Good afternoon, my name is Premanand. I'm from Biotechnology Department.
I'm Dr. Vaishnavi from Biotech Department. Dr. Pratika from Biotech. I'm Dr. Raji from Biotech Department. I'm Priyashni from Biotech Department.
Very nice. So what is your idea?
We have the idea of treating the dairy industry wastewater using food-based bioreactor using the microorganisms combining with the absorption process by using granule activated carbon as a substrate material for the microorganisms to grow up, and simultaneously we can do the absorption process also for the reactor. So using the food-based bioreactor, we can have a high efficiency for the can use the microorganisms which are specifically enriched for the particular effluent by using different concentrations of this. You develop a procedure for taking this design of this reactor.
Okay. This has not been tried by anybody up here. Research is going on, no? So how your research is going to be different?
Now we use the plastic type polymer materials like plastic process. So by the process, by biological also can get this absorption process like pharmaceutical based
Absorption process is done by what?
activated carbon.
Activated carbon. Everyone is using activated carbon. All are using that.
Separate absorption filters will be there. The process there is not. Both the process will be happening. So that will be
What is it related to?
clean
All these things are concerned. You just now said it is related to 5 things. So, what type of performance analysis they are doing? You can give this problem to the student. You know, whether they are going to take samples, and then see it after they are done. What else? How else can
small scale labs is set up. Simulation can be also done before the manufacturing.
Yeah, but for the manufacturing, simulation has to be done. Suppose the same process and everything has to be replicated on the computer. What do? You can simulate, no? Also somebody. Yeah. You can use your finite element processes and simulate them. So that will be a complex engineering problem. If you can give your students to do this, it will be good. Okay? Got it now? What is complex engineering problem? I hope everyone has understood.
So project title is detection and recognition of car number plates during rainy environment. So during rainy environment, it is very difficult to identify the number plates of the vehicle. So this is the real time problem identified by students. Actually, according to the SDG, we have sounding SDG. So when we map those problems into sounding SDG, so we have got some difficulties in no poverty, and gender equality, and few more problems. Environment we can easily relate, because of pollution we can easily relate, and zero hunger. We have problem in no poverty, zero hunger.
No, you are talking about this identification of number.
Yes.
How it is related to this? How it is related?
It's related to the environment. The 100% is related
Climate
to
action, 13 we can comment.
Suppose somebody solves this problem, it is going to help what? It is going to help poverty?
Help industry innovation and infrastructure. Can start with 9.
detection of number plates. Actually. So detection of number plates.
Detection of number plates, 1 minute. When it is required to detect number plates, under what circumstances?
Climatic change is
Why do I need to detect number change?
And the driver, when the driver going in a fast manner, suppose the police officials cannot able to detect that particular number plate in that situation, then if that is the case, we are supposed to identify.
That means it is going to reduce accidents, probability of accidents.
Yes.
Okay, correct. So, to prevent accident and to stop the indiscipline in traffic. Okay, fine. So, what is it related
Air pollution is there.
now how the number plates are going to be detected when the weather is bad. Isn't it?
Yes.
When it is raining heavily. Okay, chalo, tell me, what will be the technique?
So first we want to identify the climate environment things. We know already this rainy season, but we have to identify first the running speed.
Let us finish environment talk now first. Hello, you said you are going to feed in certain data about the environment. Correct? Now what are the inputs that are required there? What are the inputs will be there?
Capturing of images, capturing of images.
Images of the number plates. How this is what that is going to give you idea about the weather. Everyone please listen.
See, our problem statement and our title is Smart Clean Energy Management using Optimization Technique for the sustainable. Smart Clean Energy. There is number
Okay,
of
clean
clean
energy.
clean energy. And we are used to solve by using the optimization algorithm for the sustainability. See what algorithm we are using now for instead of using that. Nowadays we know that atomic power and all the power, we have scarcity of powers and all. We are going for wind and solar power. In addition to that, we are using electric vehicle also. So it will be more useful for the sustainable goal achievement and development and all. And we are specifically using some algorithm like hybridization of some optimization techniques. We are having bacterial foraging and particle swarm optimization. So many algorithms are available in the market. So we just make the efficient of one algorithm and optimizing it and taking the other algorithm and hybridize it. For example, Tamil Nadu is famous for the country rose. We are having the sepals and petals are not that much bigger than when compared to the Bangalore flowers and all. So what we'll do now, we have a pollination, cross pollination with the Indian, that is Tamil Nadu rose with Bangalore rose, and we will get a new product. So same like that in the optimization algorithm, we are taking one algorithm and we are hybridized with another algorithm, and it will be more effective when compared to the research. So this is what we apply for the affordable and clean energy. So many algorithms that you know that LSTM is there, regression testing is there, and these are the algorithms related to the optimization techniques. Okay.
No, but how are you going to get that clean energy? I didn't understand. Algorithm.
We have scarcity of power and all. Already we have.
Okay, whenever there is a breakdown somewhere, you're going to pull from somewhere.
We have so many CO2 footprints are outside that. So we have so many pollution, and we have related lung affected diseases are over there and around there due to the pollution. You know that we have the noise pollution, air pollution is there. Diseases are all air pollution. So we can eradicate air pollution by only introducing the clean energy. We have the wind power, we have the solar power, and the government is more supporting for the green energy revolution by introducing the EV, electric vehicle. So electric vehicle automatically you can reduce that. You know that what is that? Carbon monoxide. So that is the emission of any two-wheeler or four-wheeler. We can avoid, we can cut short of that kind of thing. So that we can introduce EV and all. It is a cost-effective, and it is the affordable one. A common man can get it that. So government is encouraging by giving the subsidy to afford that two-wheeler or four-wheeler towards the EV.
That is all okay. Now tell me what is going to be the problem statement.
The problem statement is nothing but we are going to make it as clean energy by making more effective. See, already we have slowly started with that. The steam is getting to that. We are just eradicating the petrol and see, we know that the whole war is going on because of the crude oil.
So what is going to be your mathematical model?
Mathematical model that we are using optimization techniques. We are taking two of them. In the optimization. Yes.
Right now, for example, you want clean energy. Right? So clean energy, how are you going to measure that whatever clean atmosphere? How are you going to measure the levels of carbon
By introducing vehicles, we can cut short of petrol and diesel. Yeah. See, what we are using is affordable and clean energy.
No, that's okay. Affordable and clean energy is fine. Okay, you have a room, right? In the room you are not there, right? Now the question is, you have to model that particular room and whatever medium that is there.
We are improvising that system. So
Just
what you are asking is,
simulation.
yeah.
Let me say you are simulating.
Yes.
You are supposed to simulate a particular volume of say
Yeah.
air, okay, which contains all your oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, hydrogen, and everything.
Yeah.
And then you have to slowly try and reduce the number of vehicles.
And the impact of the
And also, along with that, you have a model of your electricity.
From the Department of Information Technology, Veltech Hightech Engineering College.
Myself, Dr. Venkatesh Kumar from Triveni Department, BTech Veltech Hightech. Myself, Dr. Yuvraj, SNH Multitech.
I'm Dr. Srirekha. I am Krishna Kumari, SM.
Yeah, so what is your
Ma'am is proposing one idea for related to traffic control. Ma'am,
So it's a AI-based signal, traffic signal control based on video connection. So it's good health and safety because using the AI pollution and
you come in sustainable cities also?
sustainable cities. So also industry innovation and infrastructure. We can create smart city infrastructure. So we can see which are the traditional traffic.
Hello, nobody can hear you.
So
Please talk to them, nobody can hear you.
So the traditional traffic system following like a fixed time. It follows a fixed time. So
What it follows?
fixed time. Like each lane have fixed time. 60 seconds, 60 seconds, 60
Okay.
seconds. So if you are capturing one lane, 60 seconds. Now there is no vehicle, but you are putting the but there is a signal, but there is no vehicle. So it means other side some car accident or something on the other side. So what we are doing is we will monitor each line. If there is according to vehicle, we will change the signal.
So you are going for real-time dynamics.
yes.
Okay.
Four land is there in this four land. I have suggested for with the help of image processing in terms of AI algorithm. In AI, especially CNN algorithm, convolution neural network, they capture the image for each and every land. It is based on the image. They will compare for arbitrary image. So that more traffic is there or not. So where is traffic is less, we reduce for time for the opening time. The remaining condition is more. That lane is want to open for more better side.
Because we are changing the algorithm, which is practice now in the program. For all the lanes, in the program, we are changing it where there is emergency or where there is requirement, we are changing it according to cases.
Fine, you are changing it, but there will be cost involved in this, right?
Here only for route is only for camera, another one camera is here, and one more thing we want additional IR sensor. The IR sensor cost is not that much high. The camera we want good pixel camera, so the 4 directions we want to capture the image. So the
You all said and done. Whatever the technology that is existing today, your suggestion is going to lead to some cost. Comes at a cost, right? That's what I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know it is additional cost. Because if it is additional computation, it is additional cost, right?
Once we start anything, it will be more cost effective.
Exactly, that doesn't matter. See, it all depends on the cost benefit ratio.
Yeah, when we use it, we can make it as economical journeys.
Now this AI algorithm is
Solar we
available.
can implant, solar we can implant that which we can reduce the cost. It's not like that, it's very expensive.
No, but the question is this AI algorithm, is it going to be, it is going to be using an existing AI tool or it is going to be customized?
So customized tools nowadays are available. Image classification, especially the CNN algorithm. The CNN is to implement it is we can to be the our domain is available. Open source.
Yeah, for cost
Myself, Dr. R. Saravanan, Professor AM Department, Veltech Hightech Engineering College. We are going to explain about the networking project.
Good afternoon, myself Dr. Jeno Jasmine from AIML department. Now I am going to take the project related to networks, efficient data transmission for long haul using alternate path decision algorithm. See, long haul is a long distance transmission. We are using long distance transmission. Initially for local transmission we are going with the Ethernet connection, but for long distance transmission we are going for fiber. Mainly to reduce the data loss, we are going to transfer the signal in the form of light waves. So from Ethernet we are moving digital to light signals. So for light signals we are carrying the data with the wavelength. So we need to take care both routing algorithm as well as the wavelength assignment algorithm for take care the data transmission. And now this project mainly the objective is to carry the data without or very less loss. So the main objective of this transmission is to take care the data overseas, because the objective of this paper is mainly for taking the patient data to the overseas doctors. We seek the emergency treatment or emergency advice, medical advice. For this we are using the project, and now we are having the relation, first relation is 3 for good health and well-being. Since we are transmitting the data in a very less time, we are seeking the treatment also in very short with the expert. So we are take care the patient in well advance. One thing, and the next one is 7th one. That is the affordability and the clean energy. Since we are taking the instead of taking the patient to the doctor, we are seeking the online treatment. So there we comes reduce the cost of the treatment also. And then we are going with the 9th one also, in industry, innovation and infrastructure. We are providing infrastructure to the our hospitals. So this one we are providing.
So why can you not use this? You are specifically saying that it is basically transmission of data, right?
Yes, sir.
So it can be done in any emergency
emergency,
condition,
not only for the
necessarily
patients. So it could come for all the students, everywhere we can use this project. And then
it can be used for online education also.
yes, online education, other for any communication we can use this. And with less time also. One thing, and then decent work and economic growth also we can go with this, because with less cost we are seeking the expert from the abroad. So for this also we can use this. And then 13th one, climate action. Since we are using fiber connection, we can go with the undersea also. So most of the natural calamities we can protect the networks. And then life on land. And since it is very speed, the only one thing in the fiber connection, if it is get damaged, it's quite costly. We need the expert to splice the fiber. So that only one thing.
Not only splice, you could locate the
yes, damage. So we need to access that. We need the expert. So the only one drawback is there. And then the 16. Please.
But then I have been, see, optical fibers have been used, na? For long time they have been used. So what is new in this?
What is new? Since we have the algorithm having the alternate path decision. So wherever the problem occurs, immediately it will reroute to reach the destination. So this is the main innovation we are having this. So once the problem is solved, it will go to the straight path. So the innovation is the alternate path decision routing. That is the innovation we are.
Now it is not there. Alternate path, it is there.
It is there, but we have.
Good afternoon, all present here. Myself, Dr. P. Saravana. I am working as assistant professor from Department of Chemical Engineering.
Myself Dinesh, I am a GS assistant professor.
So what is your problem?
Actually, we are going for a design and optimization of heat exchanger system. Usually for the rapid industrialization development, the energy consumption is very low. So in order to reduce our consumption of energy, we are going for a designing of a heat exchanger system. And as a chemical engineer, our main role is to design and to develop a new process and to optimize a particular product something. And if once a product has been in production state, we have to further monitor and we have to further optimize. This is a major role of a chemical engineer. We are choosing a heat exchanger. We are going to design a heat exchanger system which will be compatible for both all processes. For that, we are first going.
What are the processes? All processes you said. What are those processes?
The process which are required for in boiler systems, we need heat exchangers. And for heating purpose, all we need heat exchangers. In the water case, we need that heat exchanger systems will be designed for that. First, for designing proper heat exchanger, we have to know all the fundamentals. The main source of heat transfer are conduction, radiation, and convection systems. For that, first we are going for we have to choose a material. Proper material has to be chosen. We have to increase the heat transfer surface area so that the overall heat transfer efficiency will be increasing, as well as we have to reduce the energy consumption by using unwanted excess energy from other processes. Actually, our project mainly relevant to the 4 SDG goals. SDG 7, affordable and clean energy.
Yes.
Since we are increasing the heat transfer efficiency, it will be mapped to SDG 7. And next is SDG 9, industry innovation and infrastructure. Since we are choosing proper material and we are going for the innovation purpose, so innovation will be a main task for us. Going for the other SDGs, well, responsible consumption and production. Will be reusing the waste heat from the other process to our process. Then climate action. Since we are going for the energy process, we will be reducing the carbon emission. Since we are reusing the energy from the other process, the carbon emissions will be reduced. So it will be mapped to climate action. For SDG will be mapped.
Only that I didn't get your process of heat transfer. It's only by that cool water and hot water.
Just last question. Exchange of heat.
For designing, we will be choosing what type of material, how the flow pattern will be there, the configuration will be there. We'll be using
dimensions.
We are using a shell and tube exchanger. We have 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2 and shell and pass. Whether will be required 2 pass and 4 pass configuration. Like that, whether we have to fix the tubes in the fixed tubes or movable tubes.
Anyway, movable you avoid, no, because movable will lead to more damage.
After that, we will be choosing a material. Main critical radius is very important. Since we are going for the heat exchanger purpose, the calculation of critical radius is very important, so that the heat loss will be very less.
And also your temperature stresses.
Ravi Shankar, Master Course of English
from Veltech Hightech engineering college. And before I went to the doubt, my doubt or the gap in doubt, I would like to start with the famous words of Swami Vivekananda. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect in your life. And during the time of your presentations, I have noticed that I have clarified whether that the engineering complex engineering problems. So you have mentioned that the students are trying to solve their problems, complex problems. So you have mentioned that the modern tools which can help to that helps them to solve the problems. So what are the tools and whether that we can apply that we can practically or employ or apply that the OBE manuals or the methods for that solving the problems or that get a proper remedy. So how to make them to get the solutions and how to make them to design the remedies by using the modern tools for that solving the problems of engineering problems. So what are those and how we can train them?
The first thing is what part of engineering are you concerned with?
Yes, ma'am.
You are concerned with what part of engineering?
Actually, that generally, ma'am. Generally, that the engineering student they have to solve their problems by themselves. So while they are facing that the engineering complex problems in their subjects or that somewhere else. So how to solve their problems by themselves, without depending upon any modern tools.
Without depending on modern tools, it is very difficult. If as a civil engineer I have to do a earthquake analysis of a very simple structure, I will not be able to do it by hand at all. I need a computer to do it. I need some repetitive calculations, maybe 1000 calculations to be done. That computer will do those 1000 calculations in no time. That is when I have a simple problem. Now when I increase the complexity of the problem, the computer has to do the 1000 into n, where n is the order of complexity. So that I need to have a modern tool. No? I have to use the computer. I cannot do it with my hand. If I have to do with my hand, I will take 15 days. Even if I do 100 calculations a day, I will take 15 days to do that calculation. So why should I waste that 15 days time now, when I can already finish it in 1 hour and 2 hours? So modern tool is required.
Apart from that, the modern tools, how they can solve their problems by training themselves. What are the ways we can train them? And what are the methods, what are the ideas, what are the techniques? Apart from that, modern tools.
No, I don't understand what you are saying.
Apart from that, so how to solve their problems by their knowledge. Apart from that,
they are using their knowledge to use the modern tools now. They have to know how to use the modern tools now. How will they use modern tools if they don't have knowledge towards them? Modern tools is not going to solve everything. Can artificial intelligence replace human mind? No. Yes, all AI people, please tell me, can AI replace the human mind? Human brain? Mind I will not say, brain. Mind can never replace the artificial.
AI cannot do, critical thinking cannot do.
Critical thinking they cannot do. They cannot express emotions. Can they express emotions? No. They cannot do all these things. So anything which is a tool can never replace the human mind. Capacity, human capability. So we have to learn how to use those tools and how to apply it to our advantage.
Thank you so much. Yes, I have. Thank you so much for Thank you.
Length of the data.
Length of the data. That you are going to
transfers. In the application, we use bits or bytes they'll be using it. Whereas the symmetric and asymmetric, they'll be just hiding information to strings.
interdisciplinary also in that. So WP1 is compulsory, so it is a complex. There's no doubt. How can you make it more complex? I'm thinking of that.
Rather than these three techniques, we can make a students to make use of any other. We have more security tools right now. So these are the curriculum what we have for students to teach them. So I have given the basic knowledge for them. So they need to develop. They need to make much more advanced techniques rather than the abstraction or some older things. We can. It is very like a project based also they can make so many students making better security tools. Just giving them basic knowledge for this. You need some knowledge to teach. Instead of the knowledge they can design.
Yeah, but in new threats, they will not be able to protect from those new threats by using these three methods. Encryption and decryption. Any advanced methods are there? Apart from what is there in the syllabus? Which are the advanced techniques?
Advanced encryption that which comes with the
Advanced was there?
we have the advanced encryption and then the which comparatively works better than the symmetric. So not more than the hash.
Not more than ash. No, beyond ash, what is it? What is the state of art research going on? State of art research is going on in this thing, in this field. What is the state of art going on? They can do some literature review.